It usually happens at 3 a.m., or maybe 4. You aren't sure, and honestly, you don't care. You are lying in bed, staring at the ceiling. The room is silent, but inside your head, there is a scream that has no sound. You ask yourself, have I left my body? Your physical shell is still there. It still wakes up on time. It still orders the iced coffee. It still knows how to fake a laugh at a bad joke. It still nods in meetings and says words like KPI and growth. But inside your chest, nothing. No sadness, no joy, no anger. Just a vast, hollow space. Most people hit the panic button. It feels like driving 80 miles per hour and realizing the steering wheel has vanished. That panic makes us desperate to fill the hole. We throw things into it. We binge watch shows we don't like. We scroll TikTok until our eyes burn. We fill Amazon carts with things we don't need. We work 14-hour days just to feel useful. But the more you throw into the void, the deeper it gets. It eats everything. And you wonder, what is wrong with me? I did everything right. Why do I feel like I'm slowly dying? Today, I am not here to give you 5 hacks to be happy. I'm not going to tell you to stay positive. That is advice for a paper cut. What you are feeling is in the bone. I am here to tell you a truth very few people are brave enough to admit. That empty feeling is not your enemy. It is not a sign you are broken. It is the most honest messenger life has ever sent you. Welcome to the abyss. Today, we stare back.
To understand this emptiness, look at the map you were given at birth. Society hands us a life script. It's a transactional promise. Good grades, good college, good job, house, family. Tick those boxes and you unlock happiness. You believed the script. I did too. We ran on that hamster wheel for decades. We sacrificed sleep, hobbies, and our true selves to check those boxes. And then the tragedy happened. Not failure. Failure we can handle. The real tragedy is, you succeeded. You got the job. You got the apartment. You reached the finish line. You looked around and realized, wait, is this it? That is the great disillusionment. You realize the map you've been holding is for a city that doesn't exist. Albert Camus called this the absurd. It's the clash between humans who crave meaning and a universe that is cold, chaotic, and silent. That emptiness, it's the echo of that silence. When the illusion collapses, you are left in a vacuum. Society calls it depression. Quick note, if you can't eat or sleep, see a doctor. That is real. But philosophically, this might not be an illness. It might be an awakening. You just woke up from a collective coma. The script was a lie. And that deep hole? It isn't a grave. It is a blank page. And a blank page is terrifying, right before it becomes a masterpiece. So how do we live with a blank page? Albert Camus points us to a myth, Sisyphus. Sisyphus was a king punished by the gods. His sentence? To push a massive boulder up a steep mountain. But every time he reached the top, the rock would roll back down. He had to walk down the mountain and start over, forever, no end. Sound familiar? Wake up, commute, pay bills, sleep. Monday to Friday, year after year. Pushing the rock up, watching it roll down. Most see Sisyphus as a tragedy, a repetitive hell. But Camus wrote one of the most famous lines in philosophy. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Why? How could a man in hell be happy? Look at the moment the rock rolls down. As Sisyphus walks back down the mountain, Camus calls this the hour of consciousness. In that pause, he realizes the truth. The gods don't matter. The rock doesn't matter. The universe owes him nothing. The only thing that matters is how he pushes it. Sisyphus is happy because he accepts the meaninglessness. If life has no inherent meaning, no one can judge him. He is free. He pushes the rock not because he has to, but because he chooses to. The act of pushing is his rebellion. He is saying, I am pushing this rock because I am alive, and I will do it with a smile to spite the universe. This is optimistic nihilism. Nihilism says life has no purpose. We are just stardust. Scary, right? But add optimistic. If life has no inherent meaning, you can't mess it up. You don't have to live up to anyone's standards. The pressure to be legendary or leave a legacy, it's all fake. The emptiness is the price of this freedom. The old cage is gone. You haven't built your new home yet. But here's the good news. You are the architect. Fill that void with whatever you want, not what Instagram wants, but what makes you feel alive. So what do we do tomorrow morning? You don't need to find your passion. That's just more pressure. You just need one act: rebellion. Rebellion isn't burning down cities. Rebellion is creating meaning right in the middle of the meaninglessness. Try this small exercise. It sounds stupid, but it works. Step 1. Get a piece of paper. Write at the top, everything I believed in has collapsed, and that's okay. Acknowledge it. Stop running. Step 2. Write 3 things you actually want to do today. Not build my career. Those are other people's rocks. Write things so small they seem meaningless, but mean something to you. Drink a glass of ice-cold water and feel it go down my throat. Listen to that song I loved at 16 and sing along. Walk for 5 minutes and look at a tree. Why? Because when you do them with total attention, you declare, I am here. I am feeling this. I am enjoying this moment, despite the silence. That is how you push your rock with a smile. That is how you fill the emptiness with your presence. You don't need a grand purpose to start living. You just need a reason to love this morning. So why is feeling empty a good thing? Because you can only pour fresh water into a cup that is empty. You can only build a true life after the fake one burns down. Don't be afraid of the silence. That is where you are reborn. Camus wrote, "In the midst of winter, I found there was, within me, an invincible summer." That summer isn't blind optimism. It's the strength to say yes to life, even when life says no to you. If you are in your harshest winter right now, if you feel there is nothing left, congratulations, you have hit the bottom. And from the bottom, there is only one way to go: up. Your summer is waiting. It's in the choice you make when this video ends. Leave a comment below to seal this pact. I am in the middle of winter, if you are still fighting. Or, I can feel the summer coming, if you see the light. I read them all. Down here in the abyss, we are not alone. See you in the dark, or on the way out of it.